Good afternoon. Welcome to Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education meeting. Today is Monday, November 18th, 5:30 p.m. We'll ask the secretary to please call the roll.
Dr. Alicia Johnson. Here. Dr. Nicole Perry. Catherine LaValle. Here. Nathan Graychurch.
Here.
Art McClinney.
Here.
Charlie Fulbright.
Present.
Patty Fulbright.
Present. We'll now read the interpretation message. As a reminder, tonight's meeting is being interpreted into Spanish thanks to our partners from Voices of Battle Creek. To listen in Spanish, please refer to the description on our YouTube live stream for the link. To our board members and other speakers, please remember to speak clearly and not too quickly so that our interpreters are able to keep up. Thank you. Okay. The chair will now entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda, considerations, additions, and deletions.
Madam President,
Yes, Trustee Fulbright?
I would like to add under 5, discussion, change B to C, and then add a new B, which would be Valley View Showcase.
Okay.
Support.
It's been moved by Trustee Fulbright, supported by Trustee LaValle, that we add B to Valley View Showcase and C to whatever it takes to work. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. We're moving down to public comment. The Battle Creek Public School Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the community to express themselves on district matters. We have 2 opportunities on our agenda tonight for public comment. The Board of Education requests you fill out a public participation form with contact information. As you come to the microphone, please state your name. Each statement made by a speaker shall be limited to a 3-minute duration. If the speaker represents a group, the person will be given 5 minutes to speak. Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education will listen, take comments and questions under advisement, and not respond at this time. Public commenters will direct all comments to the Board of Education and not to staff or other participants. Do we have any public comment? Regina, come forward to the podium, please.
Okay.
Right there.
We're here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Okay, so my name is Regina Soto, and I am a student at Battle Creek Central. Okay, and I just wanted to talk about, how everyone is doing at our school. Okay, and there are students at our school who do not feel safe. There are students at our school who come and they do not know what to do after high school because they think that they don't have an opportunity. They think that KCC is the only opportunity that they have and they can't get out there. And they come to school and they're like, but no teacher is helping me and no teacher is sitting down with me and telling me that I should do this and do that. And they come to school and you see these kids and they don't want to talk. They just sit there and they just want someone to come up to them and talk to them and someone that they can lean on. They want to come to school and they want to see school as a safe environment. Okay, and I also want to talk about the elementary schools. Okay, I had a meeting with this lady at Mangus Brook, right? That's a Lakeview district school. And she was talking about how their school is so trauma informed and that they have all these resources and that they're the best school out there. And I was just like, have you shared these ideas with Battle Creek Public Schools? Because, we all struggle and they see Battle Creek Public Schools as a struggle. Like the students there, they struggle, they're bad, they're this, they're that, but we don't want them to see us like that. We do not. And so I want to make a change and I want to share ideas. I want to share ideas that we can put into those elementary schools because again, like everyone goes through things. We do have low poverty in Battle Creek Public Schools, but again, we come to school and we look for a teacher. We look for someone who we can lean on, who we can trust and talk to, And yet we do not have that. And some teachers we do. And some teachers, they're just like, you know what, you can just go off, do whatever you want. They're not encouraging. So, only 46 seconds. I just want, I want to make a change, and I have ideas for how to make a change and what we could do and things like that. And I think it's very important for a student to come to school and feel safe. I think it's important for them to come in the classroom and be themselves. And I don't agree with the, oh, I'm just going to stay in the corner. I don't want to participate. That's the students we need to focus on. Those are the students that we should be keeping an eye on because, again, everyone struggles. Everyone struggles. And I think that those students need someone to listen to them. And in 2 seconds, okay. That's all.
Thank you. Okay. The chair will now entertain a motion for the considerations and approval of the consent agenda.
President Poolgrave,
Yes, Trustee
I'd
LaValle?
like to make a motion that we consider to approve the following consent agenda items. A, trust fund. B, minutes of a work session on October 14th, 2024. Regular meeting on October 28th, 2024. C, bills for the month of October. D, personnel changes and recognition of retirees. E, membership report. F, finance report. And G, facilities department fleet package 2024.
Support.
It's been moved by Trustee LaValle, supported by Trustee Fulbright, that we approve the consent agenda items. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. Moving down to discussion. We will now have the art student showcase.
Yes, I am so grateful that Ms. Greger has decided to be here on behalf of her colleagues, and we want to make sure that we recognize our students. And so, Ms. Greger, if you'd like to come forward and introduce our Art Student of the Month.
I've never done this before, so, you know.
You got it already.
So this is May Wynn, and I am here on behalf of Mr. Rinke, who could not be here, but he wrote a letter. So I would like to read that on his behalf. It is my pleasure to nominate May Wynn for the Board of Education's Student Artist Showcase. I have only been May's art teacher at Battle Creek Central High School during this semester, but in that time, I have found May to be a very hardworking, talented, young person with great patience and creativity. May has been a very valuable addition to the 4 art classes, 4, that she is taking at Battle Creek Central High School. She is currently enrolled in my painting and foundations of art classes, as well as drawing and ceramics with Ms. Rommel. She has a great work ethic and has produced some excellent art pieces over the past several weeks. She is very thoughtful and very quick to ask questions when she is struggling or needs clarification. May is conscientious and focused and usually goes above and beyond the expectations of whatever project or assignment she is given. It has been a great experience to get to know May during this semester. She is a friendly student with a positive outlook and definitely has the skills to be very successful in her future education and career. I truly look forward to seeing what May will accomplish, and I'm very, very happy she's my student. Art piece.
Oh,
Beautiful.
congratulations. So for the Board of Education, this is an art piece by May.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice lines.
Congratulations, beautiful artwork. We're gonna have you hold that, and we're gonna take a picture with you.
Can I get a close-up of the picture?
May we are so proud of you and grateful for all of the work that you do. Congratulations on behalf of the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, whatever it takes award, Dr. Carter.
No, it would be part B.
Oh, Part B,
Valley
oh,
View.
Valley View Showcase.
So, moving on forward with our student celebrations, Mr. Sedlecki is here to introduce a Valley View student who we are celebrating this evening.
I'll be introducing Sequoia Bogart. She is one of our students at Valley View, and at Valley View we have a really unique opportunity musically there, and we use this thing called Quaver Education for music. And they get to do creating music on the computer, they get to do creating music together in song, and for that I am awarding her with our Quaver's Marvelous Music Award. So, I got you a little certificate. We got you a recorder for Quaver. Got you a little pencil and Quaver trophy. So just keep up all of your good work at Valley View during your music
Congratulations. We're going to spotlight you and your teacher. So come on up and take a picture. So you want to stand right here. You have this beautiful dress on, looking beautiful. Congratulations. So what do you like most about music? Everything? All right, well, keep it up. We hope to see you in the marching band in high school.
All right.
All right.
Okay, now we'll do whatever it takes award, Dr. Carter.
Thank you. This is my favorite part of the evening. I am pleased to present this month's award recipients. For our audience, the Whatever It Takes Award is an exciting new initiative designed to honor extraordinary efforts and contributions made by individuals within our school district. This award celebrates those who consistently go above and beyond in their roles, embodying our mission and values through their dedication and impactful actions. Individuals can be nominated by any employee in the district who sees their colleague and or partners in their work doing these exceptional things. The nominations are then reviewed by the executive cabinet, and each month we are pleased to award our outstanding individuals. For the month of November, first and foremost, I want to recognize an individual who has launched a Young Men of Potential program at Springfield Middle School. This individual, along with 7 young men, brought to each staff member around a school a card that the student made and said, "Thank you for all you do." He continuously goes above and beyond, encourages everyone, and stays positive in the face of any and all adversity. He takes pictures with students, he provides exceptional service, redirects the students, and resolves issues in a way that brings peace. His calm voice and attitude is excellent at resolving conflict and listening skills to resolve conflict among parents and students or conflicts with teachers and students. He is a rep at pep rallies. He's creative, fun, makes everyone laugh, and loves to have fun across the school. The individual nominating him said that I can't say enough about how proud I am of him and his leadership when we need him the most. My hope is for him to be promoted to his highest calling in Battle Creek Public Schools and the community of Battle Creek, Michigan. I too personally want to recognize and say thank you to Mr. Aldo Holmes II as he is the SMS Dean of Culture and Climate and an amazing addition to the Battle Creek School community. Congratulations. Great pleasure that we present the Whatever It Takes Award to you for all of your outstanding service to students, to staff, and to families.
Thank you so much. I didn't know if you was talking about me or something.
I'll stand on
Okay,
this
sure, that's for me.
side.
Thank you so much.
What a wonderful individual. Thank you for all you do.
Congrats, Aldo. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Next up, our support staff member, who I have also gotten to know, has only been here for a few years, this person thinks. This is who recommended him. But has already adjusted and made many good changes that even I can see. He isn't afraid to come into schools, get sweaty or filthy or work hard. He has helped Ann, Jay, and Verona put together things, get ready for staff and students, and make these buildings the best they can be. He jumps in, he's right there to do whatever it takes, never gets mad about the questions or the problems. He makes staff at every building feel heard and takes care of any worries they have. He takes his job seriously. Even if he is dealing with a million other things, he doesn't get the credit he should, yet takes the blame and responsibility like a champ. He is the best boss or manager that this individual has ever worked with, even if he isn't mine. He is actually, I won't read that part out loud. It talks about all the work that he is doing on a regular basis. He makes everyone feel good. He should get all the praise because the district cannot lose him. Never seen him without a smile, says good morning or hello, and just takes on everyone's problems without fuss. Pics of his kids all over his office, and I've watched him help students find a teacher, help with a locker, or just say hi with a fist bump. He is, they call him Redbeard. But not to tease, but because they have such great respect and love. So with all of that, he's the definition of what I would want my kids to see at school, even though he's not a teacher. We wish he'd be a coach here, though. So that's a shout out. Please be a coach at some point. But I have personally witnessed all of the amazing work that Zach McCarty has done across the district, and tonight we recognize him. Congratulations, Zach. All right. We present you the Whatever It Takes Award, and we're so deeply appreciative of all that you do for Battle Creek Public Schools. So now for your picture.
He's gonna break the camera.
Congratulations. Our third recipient is ill today, and so to make sure that she's able to participate in this event, we're going to move that to December and present her award at that point. So thank you, President Fulbright,
Okay.
for allowing me that time.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. We'll now move down to reports and recommendations. Star Resilience Empowerment Center, Dr. Cheeks.
Good evening, everyone. How are
Good
we?
evening.
I would like to present a recommendation for you for our school district to continue its participation with the STAR Rec Center, which is short for Resilience and Empowerment Center. So this program supports middle school students for the most part, and also fifth grade students at the elementary level. And what this program offers is that students are able to engage in some coping skills and strategies, some intensive social emotional learning to equip them with the strengths and the tools that they need so that they can be successful in the school environment. The students who engage in this program participate for a half day at the Y Center, and then they attend the other half day at their home school within our school district. So today we are asking for up to $85,000 for that, so that our students can participate in the STAR Rec program.
Any questions for Dr. Cheeks?
Yes. So I see that it also says that billing can occur, so they can be billed their health insurance. How do we determine when a student is participating in this without having costs versus being billed for health insurance?
So we usually our student support coordinator would usually receive a report of the students that they would be seeking that for. As of last year, we have not yet encountered that any of our students have received any services that needed to be billed for outside of what's in our contract.
Okay.
But we would definitely be updated on if that were to come about before agreeing to move forward with those services.
Any other questions? Trustee Fulbright?
So I guess I was wondering, do we have any stats or trends or testimonials on how this went last year, and like how it's improved or not, or what happened with it before?
Yes, we actually do, and at the end of last school year, I believe STAR actually came to the board and they did their end of the year presentation. The students who participate in STAR, their attendance went up from their post participation and their pre-participation in the STAR program. Many of them did see some significant decreases in their ODRs and OSSs, which means their time out of the classroom and their time spent out of the school due to exclusionary practices. So we did see some substantial success for the students who did participate in this program. We also have our building principals, who all of them are still waiting at the door for this program to come back to the schools this year because of the success rate that they saw for the students who were able to participate in that program. So yes, we do have data around the success of the program for the last few years that it's been in place.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, Dr. Cheeks.
Thank you.
Okay, moving down to response to intervention. Dr. Harvey.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Amazing things happen at Battle Creek Public Schools. And I am asking for you to consider approving the recommendation to expand our training in the RTI process, which is the response to intervention. It's a process that's very powerful that helps us focus on student learning and results. And so it helps us with a framework for making sure that every student gets timely, targeted, and systemic interventions to help them learn at a high level, on grade level, with results. And so what we did before is we took a cohort group of 5 to 7 principals to test out this conference, because what I didn't want to do was to invest time and money on something that was not going to yield a return on investment. And based on the 5 to 7 participants, everyone said that they would like for their instructional leadership teams to get this level of training, because it was comprehensive, it was deep, and it helped them understand how to use essential standards, which is what we want kids to learn at grade level, and how to break it down so that every student will have a guaranteed viable curriculum, which is accessible and timely for their grade level. So what I am proposing is, instead of having 100 people fly out somewhere or attend the conference, that we bring the presenters here to Battle Creek, and we can train 100 up to 100 and 125 people. So I'm asking for your approval now so that I can shop dates and get this on the calendar because their presenters fill up fast because they are that good.
Any questions for Dr. Harvey? Thank you, Dr. Harvey. Moving down to our 2023-2024 financial audit report. Brenda DeMott. Good evening.
Here tonight is Matthew Kelly. He is the partner on our audit job. He's with Plant Moran. He's going to go through a slideshow for you. And if you have any questions afterwards, then I'll come back and answer questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It's good to see everybody again. This year was another successful audit. So we were out in August for a few weeks, and then we had some follow-up time after. Brenda and Corey and the entire team did a great job. So we got an unmodified clean opinion, which is the highest level of assurance that we can provide. I mean, all your books and records were in good shape. As part of our single audit testing, we actually tested 3 programs this year, which is more than we have in the past, and it's just due to the amount of federal awards that you received as well as the timing of those reviews. So we tested 21st Century, Child Nutrition, and Title I. So again, we had no findings there, no material weaknesses, no significant deficiencies, no non-compliance. So in general, everything went well. We did adopt a new auditing standard this year, SAS 145, which made us go into internal controls even more. Internal controls is always part of our audit, but we actually spent more time digging into things, and I'm sure Brenda can attest that it was a lot more of a lift on her this year. So, but it should give you more comfort that we're looking at those internal controls and really digging into that. As part of your package, you should have received the report on the financial statements, report on the single audit, and then the report to the Board of Education. The last one is kind of a standard letter, but it includes informational items, and kind of like we talk about every year, it talks about what the future holds. So what does funding look like the next couple of years? What are some new auditing standards? What things might affect you in the district? So if you're going to read anything, I would encourage you reading that letter and those informational items at the end. Tonight we're going to walk through really the presentation on the general fund. So you have a number of different funds, but the general fund is really your main operating fund. So we'll spend a little time going through that. So the first slide that we have shows general fund revenue. So total revenue was about 75.4, which was an 11% increase over last year. As you'll notice in the orange section, the state funding makes up about 55%, or your largest percentage. So really any determination made in the state will have a significant effect on the district. Usually the per pupil foundation allowance goes up each year. This year, I'm sure you've heard, it stays flat. So it's at $96.08 per student, so that there's no movement in that. The next largest would be the federal funds, which make up about 28%. And a large amount of that this year was related to ESSER funding, which is actually running out, and that expires 9/30/24. And the next portion would be local, which would be property taxes. The next slide shows a blended full-time equivalent state aid membership. So this year we're just under 3,800 at 3,780. That's a decrease of about 41 students. So if you looked at that for the foundation allowance, it's just under 400,000 decrease. The next slide shows general fund revenues versus expenditures. So this looks at since 2014, so really the last 10 years. The orange graph would be expenditures, and then the bluish green graph would be the revenues. So we showed kind of really the increase of revenue over expenditures over the last couple of years, which we'll see in a different slide as well. Now taking a look at expenditures. So total expenditures for the district was about 74.4, and out of that, salaries and benefits made up about 45 million. So obviously the most significant portion of all your expenditures go to salaries and wages and benefits to teachers. It's about 60% this year. Looking at it by object code, so again, salaries and benefits make up about 60%. We had purchase services and other, which is about 27%. Capital outlay was a little bit more this year compared to last year, about 12%. And then you had other transfers at about 1%. Now taking a look at fund balance. So fund balance increased for the general fund about 1.1 million over last year. So we'll see a nice curve over really the last couple of years of increasing that fund balance, because there is always uncertainty. You never know what will happen with COVID, and having that extra funds, which we'll talk about here in a minute, is important. Taking a look at general fund as a percentage of actual expenditures, so we're about 30%. If we get down to about the 15% amount, that's when you usually have to borrow. So we want to make sure we have that strong fund balance. And part of the reason is because you don't get funding really from the beginning of the school year until the end of October. So you have to make sure you have that strong fund balance to cover all those expenses during that period. So like we talked about, it was about 30.2%, which is about 55 days in the school year. And really just a summary of great things that are going on in Battle Creek. So again, like I said, another great year, another strong things going on. The Bearcat Advantage has been a huge win for the district. The district's in strong financials, very healthy right now. Zero budgeting was put into place this year. There's new things going on at the different buildings with Northwestern and Springfield. So just a lot of good things. That is all I have for you tonight. Does anybody have any questions?
We're so happy. Great things are happening.
Yes. No, it's fantastic. It's a great story to tell.
Yeah.
And, yeah, definitely happy to be part of it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, moving right down to public comment. Thank you. Okay. New business, okay. The chair will now entertain a motion. Gray? Yes, Dr. Johnson?
I'd like to move to approve the STAR Rec program in the amount up to $85,000 from the funding source 31.
Support.
It's been moved by Dr. Johnson, supported by Trustee LaValle, that we approve the STAR Empowerment Center. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. The chair will now entertain a motion regarding the response to intervention.
President Gray.
Yes, Trustee LaValle?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the RTI at work on site in the amount up to $18,250 with the funding source of title funds.
It's been moved by Trustee LaValle, supported by Dr. Johnson, that we approve the writ at work on site. Is there any discussion? Yes, Dr. Perry.
I would just like to make the comment. I like how thoughtful it was of we did the test to see if it was effective, and now we're bringing people in to drive bigger impact. So great use of funding and strategic around how to use it.
Any other? All right, seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. Moving down to superintendent comments.
I just again want to say congratulations to our Whatever It Takes award winners. We're just so proud of all the employees that are showing up and showing out for children on a regular basis. I also want to say congratulations to our art and music students. We are so proud of the work that you continue to do, and we appreciate the investment that the board makes in the arts. I love that we have a Board of Education that really focuses on the whole student and continues to fund both athletics, academics, and the arts. Finally, congratulations to Ms. Nordman, who's in our audience today, on her election to the school board. We do look forward to working right alongside you to create change for children. That's all I have.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. Board member comments. Yes, Trustee McLean.
Real quick, even though we don't respond to public comments often, as long as I've been on this board, I've encouraged people to attend in the audience and to come out and speak. I just wanted to congratulate that student, not that she only come out and speak, but she stayed through the whole meeting, and I would encourage other students to come up and speak, and I would encourage that young lady to be a leader and bring them out, because we need to hear from them.
Absolutely. Any other board member comments? Yes, Trustee Fulbright.
So for the board, I met with the other three presidents last week from the other three districts, and we are searching for, each of us had a homework assignment to bring to our boards. We have picked a topic, but we're looking for a motivational speaker or presenter on what boards can do in regards to policy for high flyer students. What are best practices that we can provide for student behavior, trends, statistics, or approaches? So if I don't meet with them until December 18th, so we have about a month to, if you guys have any ideas of potential speakers, preferably free, because there's no budget for all of our boards. If you could shoot me an email so we can try and get them in the books for our February joint board meeting. And then
What the topic was again?
yeah, so what boards can do in regards to like policy, because that's what we do as policy, to help with student behavior or high-flying students, trends or approaches that are best practices that boards can do to implement from the top down.
Is it a high flying?
It's more around student behavior.
Tier 3?
Yeah, tier 3.
Gotcha.
And then
Achieving.
yeah, and then I just also to echo what Trustee McClenny said, I took a note on what our public commenter spoke of, because I think that's a great idea, especially since I meet with the other three districts. The president of Lakeview, who's over Mingus Brook, to see if we can collaborate on a next topic on trauma-informed, because I think that's a great idea that all four boards can do. So I'm really happy that she brought that up, and I will bring that up at our next joint meeting.
Any other board member comments? Well, speaking of her, she is one of my students at the Calhoun Area Career Center. And she came to me and I said, come to the board meeting, come to the board meeting. And she showed up, so thank you for coming to the board meeting.
Of course, thank you guys for listening to me. And thank you for wanting to make a change. And that means so much to me. Like, thank you so much.
Any other board member comments? Say none. Meeting adjourned.